Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Fights off the defender. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
They rode him right out of bounds. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They go play action with Hurts. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sean Lee. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Here's Sanders. Finding room to the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Boys take over first and 10.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. This is Elliott. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 43-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Prescott
brought down by Nate Gary. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sliding out of the pocket. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Two-point conversion.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
At the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Tackle made at the 40.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Brings up
on second down now. It's Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And it's Jalen Smith in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they've seen from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
The tackle made by Brandon Graham. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of...
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's Hurts to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
That's good for an Eagles.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing his Hurts. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
44-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Hurts. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Prescott off play action. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Big stop, team. Big stop. Let's go. 49,
On play action, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10.
A first down throw for Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, Prescott rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Second and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Allen man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up third and 6.
They'll look to throw. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Fielded at the 33. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A big run that time by Elliott. 51 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Sean Lee able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling, because now you're in a position where you're competent in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Elliott breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 47 yards. Terrific run from one of the fast. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 27 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find a target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Austin Scott on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Rager catches it left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
Sets up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott now. And Cooper's got a big game going. That's complete again. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll roll him out right. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. It was Ezekiel Elliott who put together a solid first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott, he'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Duke Riley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
A couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. He may try and run for this. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
The 38-yard line.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
22-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Smith in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And now he's going to use his legs, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Bust through the tackle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys 28.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
49 the mark, 49 the mark. Watch the pass. Here we go. There we go, kill. 49 the mark, watch 49.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, 29 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Scott on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Ezekiel Elliott.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd and 2, Prescott flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Prescott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
49 the mic. 49 the mic. Double dog. That's the way. 49 the mic. Watch it. We're going to 54. Why?
Looking to throw. Prescott flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Sanders. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Rolling to his right. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love that you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Boston Scott on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 70 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets them to about the 44. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
They'll run with Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Elliott. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Cowboys. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
At the 28-yard line.
Now Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's another Cowboys first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Elliott. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you need a phone, one to keep your eyes open.
Delay of game, offense.
But I can go. No,
So that'll back him up 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards. So now they need 7 yards on third down. Here's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
48 Mike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And quickly finding Rager. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
48 Mike.
Here's Hurts to throw. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them on. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. A pass there over the middle to start things out. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
48 Mike. I got you, boy. He's coming.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. The 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
breaks their line.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26.
The Dallas defense, here they come now onto the field. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 26. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Keep it up, defense. 48, come on. 48.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to Ward. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up second down.
10.
48 for Mike.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This short throw caught by Goddard. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Cowboys 64, Eagles 20.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Elliott.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. The give is to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This is an easy one. 23-yarder.
Is good. Makes the score Cowboys 67. Eagles.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp.
And rarely